Who loves to party? Many cultures have different celebrations to express their beliefs. In the U.S., we have celebrations such as New Year's, 4th of July, and Halloween. However, all cultures have unique celebrations. In Spain's culture, they have celebrations that are far different from ours. There are many celebrations in Spain's culture. Although, why should this interest you? Traveling is something many people enjoy. If you like to travel, celebrations are a good thing to know about. They could inspire you to go to a new place and celebrate with new people. Searching celebrations gave me a new appreciation on the different cultures. I am glad I have this appreciation because due to Les Elves International, they stated, lots of problems can arise from misunderstandings, especially because we live in a multicultural world. I have researched many facts and obtained data about Spain's culture and celebrations. I have also learned many things from friends that have spent time in Spain. All of my information is credible. To explore more about Spain's culture, I will inform you about certain celebrations such as the Day of the Dead, the largest tomato fight, and the running of the bulls. The first celebration is a holiday that is very important to the Spaniards' faith. El Día de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Spain's Day of the Dead is very important to the Spaniards' values and religion. Day of the Dead is a celebration of life, not death. Instead of mourning, the Spaniards celebrate. All businesses are shut down and people have the day off. Friends and families visit the graves of their loved ones who have passed. The Spaniards celebrate their lives and honor. Ancient skeletons are very important to this tradition. Many dress up or use them as decorations. The skulls show joy and happy memories of the lost loved ones. In Spain's culture, their Day of the Dead is separated into 2 days. Each day have different meanings. November 1st is the All Saints' Day, and November 2nd is All Souls' Day. This separation is very different from Mexico's Day of the Dead. Their celebration is separated with children first and then adults. All Saints' Day is for the saints of the church. All Saints' Day is similar to the Day of the Dead in Mexico, but with a less cheerful touch. This day honors all of the saints of the church who are deemed to obtain heaven. According to an article in our library's database from Tara K. Dix, canonized saints are believed to be already in full communication with God. In other words, the Catholic Church confirms that these souls have made it into heaven. The Spaniards pray on All Souls' Days for the souls who are not in heaven yet, but are being purified. Both Christians and Catholics celebrate saints and the loved ones. They pray on this day for the saints in heaven to help them in their earthly lives. November 1st is a holy obligation, but November 2nd is not. All Souls' Day is for the loved ones. This is for everyone to celebrate the life and death of the loved ones who are not saints. This day is for all families and friends that have passed. The Spaniards pray on this day for the loved ones to go to heaven. These souls were in purgatory and their prayers would benefit them to make it into heaven. This day ensures all are honored. A simple way you can celebrate All Souls' Days, according to the Britannica Encyclopedia, is to visit and sometimes decorate the graves of your loved ones. Most of us already do this, so that would be easy to join in on the celebration. You can wish someone a happy Day of the Dead by saying Feliz Dia de los Muertos. Spaniards celebrate this holiday in different ways. In medieval Spain, people would bring wine and pan de animas, which is spirit bread, to the grave of their loved ones on All Souls' Days. They would also cover the graves with flowers and light candles to illuminate the dead souls on their way back to the homes on earth. The pan of All Saints and All Souls' Days rituals in Spain is reflected in the tradition sweet baked goods. Other food and drinks associated with the holiday, but consumed year-round as well, include spicy dark chocolate and a corn-based liquor called Atol. Spain not only has religious holidays, but some are also a bit more peculiar. How about a food fight? La Tomatina is Spain's largest tomato fight. This tradition started a long time ago in the town of Buñol. They stress that La Tomatina is a festival to promote happiness and entertainment. According to AESU, the tradition is said to be begun in August 1945. Young people were attending a festival and stormed a stage of musicians to dance and party with them. The musicians fell off the stage and knocked over a market stall of fruits and vegetables. The disgruntled crowd began to pick up the food and pelt it at one another. The following year, those who remembered the festival quarrel brought tomatoes and decided to relive the fight at the same event, pelting tomatoes in a lively, fun manner. To prevent any mishaps, there are a few rules to the festival. The tomatoes must be squashed prior to throwing, and the tomato is the only throwing object permitted. The festival is held on Valenciennes town of Bunul on August 25th. It costs 10 euros, or $15, to pelt tomatoes in the streets. G-Adventures states that around 20,000 people visit Bunul every year for La Tomatina. Number of times La Tomatina has been banned since its unofficial installment in 1945. But what is crazier than a huge tomato fight? Another celebration of Spain is the running of the bulls. San Fermin Festival is a thrilling Spain celebration. According to ThoughtCo, though the temporary festival is largely symbolic, its original purpose, dating back to the 13th century, was to allow herders and butchers to drive cattle from the pens outside of the city to the bull ring in preparation of the market days and bullfights. The festival starts off fairly different than how it ends. The first day of the festival is Chupinazo, but this is the opening ceremony, so no bulls will run on that day, but you may be running from your friends who are trying to soak you in wine. Also, the drinking age in Spain is as low as 16. At 12 o'clock noon on July 6th, the crowd and council gather and erupt hundreds of bottles of champagne. During that day, they sing and dance and non-stop party in the streets. After the first day, the second day begins, and the bull running. The actual physical running of the bulls on the street starts on the second day of the San Fermin Festival. Every morning at 8 a.m., 6 bulls are set off in the cobblestone streets of Pamplona, Spain. The bulls run 8 days in a row from July 7th to July 14th. Runners run the bulls all the way to the bull ring, and many Spaniards join in on the run. Bulls running is the only part of the festival to honor San Fermin, and he is a patron saint. But bull running, they use it to attract the visitors, and so they join the celebration each July, so it is not the only way to honor him. The chance of being hit or gored by a bull in the running of the bulls in Pamplona is relatively low, and this is stated by a website of the running of the bulls. So, you do not have to worry so much about that. There are many more celebrations in Spain. The celebrations that we are informed about all make an impact on Spain's culture. Spaniards' values and faith. La Tomatina is a fun tradition that promotes happiness and entertainment. Lastly, the San Fermin Festival honors a saint with spraying champagne and running bulls. If you ever want to travel to Spain, you now know some of the celebrations there. Spain's culture is far different from ours. So finally, we learned how important and different cultures are. Celebrations are important to know because their cultures value them. Everyone loves to let loose and party every once in a while, so why not go down to Spain and throw some tomatoes?